Hello, welcome to my new YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea. For my first video today, I thought I'd start by sharing what kind of content I'll be posting and kind of give you an idea of some of the stuff I'll be including in my videos. I've always been very crafty, so I'm hoping to share a lot of the projects that I'm working on, and a little bit about my life as well in these videos. Last year, I spent a lot of my time sewing, creating bags, garments, like tops, dresses, that kind of stuff. I also learned how to quilt. I made my first quilt last spring, and then I made a second one in the fall, and I actually quilted a tree skirt as well. I'll put a few pictures of some of those things that I made. But yeah, I've always loved being crafty. So with this YouTube channel, I'm kind of just hoping to create a bit of a crafty community where I can share some of the projects that I'm working on with everybody. Lately, though, instead of sewing, I've actually been really into knitting. I've been watching a lot of other new YouTube knitters, and I've gotten really inspired to start knitting my own garments. I'm sure some of that also comes from the fact that I've been creating my own clothing for the last year as well through sewing. So typically, I think what I'm going to be including in my videos is a lot of knitting content. So so some of the things that I've been working on, works in progress, my finished objects, some reviews of the patterns that I've been doing, maybe some patterns that I've fell in love with and wanted to share. Also some reviews on some of the yarn that I've chosen, and hopefully as time goes by, after I've had time to wear some of the garments that I've made, maybe a review on what worked, what didn't work, and stuff like that. One of the things that was really important to me last year, I set a goal to be more intentional about the clothing that I either buy or create. So I'm trying to slowly create a wardrobe that I feel very confident in, that feels like it's very me, and also reduce kind of how much I'm contributing to the fast fashion industry. So slowly creating more intentional pieces is really important. So I'll be sharing some of that process as well. I've been knitting for a long time now, probably close to 7 years, but I've really mainly knit things like scarves, hats, gloves, some of those headband ear warmers as well. I really haven't spent too much time knitting any garments. This is actually the first finished garment that I've ever made, but I'll talk more about that in my first knitting podcast. Yeah, I'm just really excited to share a little bit more about my knitting process and hopefully connect with a few of you out there, see what you guys like to create as well. I'm also hoping to share a little bit about my life as well. I'm going to be including some snippets of my day-to-day life, and some of the adventures that I go on. I live in a small mountain town just outside of Banff, actually in the Canadian Rockies. So a lot of my weekends, I spend time camping, hiking, especially in the summer. I do a lot of that stuff. In the winter, typically, you might find me skiing or snowshoeing. Hiking in the winter as well is a lot of fun. So I'm going to be including some of that stuff. So if you like to see mountains or mountain vibes, maybe a little bit of crafty knitting, maybe some sewing content, depending on what I get up to. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching my YouTube videos. And if that's something that you'd like, maybe consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the future for more videos. Thank you so much for watching.